During a recent interview with Fox Business, James Comer, the chair of the House Oversight Committee, not only said that he agrees with, Marjorie Taylor Greene's statement that we should throw Dr. Anthony Fauci in jail, he went even further. He accused Dr. Anthony Fauci of committing a felony offense by allegedly lying to Congress. Here is what James Comer said. At the end of the day, if you lie to Congress, that's a felony. And when you look at the clip you just showed, everyone knows that Dr. Fauci was the lead instigator in the spacing distance. This is something that not only shut down tens of thousands of businesses in America and ran the debt up as a result of having to subsidize those businesses that were shut down and have to subsidize the unemployment rate, it destroyed public education. Kids couldn't be in school because of the 6-foot social distancing requirements that Dr. Fauci championed. Hopefully, we can take his words today and continue to try to gather evidence and take steps to try to hold him in criminal wrongdoing, because I believe that the majority of Americans realize that Dr. Fauci made costly mistakes. He's lied about them and he's tried to cover it up. You're a psychopath. Absolutely, 100%. And for the record, everything you just said was also untrue. Social distancing guidelines were exactly that. Guidelines. There was never, at any point during the pandemic, contrary to what Jim Comer is saying, there were never federal rules saying that you were not allowed to be within 6 feet of another person. That literally never happened. Those were recommendations. I don't know what these absolute brain-dead morons like Comer and Marjorie Taylor Greene are talking about, but there were never any federal COVID standards at all. All they did was make recommendations based on the available information at the time, which was changing rapidly because we knew nothing about this disease. So as we learned new things, we had new recommendations. We didn't have laws. We didn't have federal standards. We had people working for the government doing the best they could, giving us information on what we could do to try to keep ourselves safe. And that was too much for Republicans. Now, here's the thing. Fauci was under oath during his recent testimony in Congress. If he lied, then yeah, that would be a felony. But let me ask you this. Let me turn the tables a little bit. We know that Marjorie Taylor Greene lied about what Fauci said and did during her testimony because he had to repeatedly correct her, as he did with other Republicans there. So why is it a felony if Fauci tells a lie to Congress, but it's not a felony for these other people who are also addressing Congress? Why is it not a felony for them to lie, right? Why are you going to hold the witness to one standard, but the people making the accusations to a different one? And I get that the members of Congress asking their questions are not under oath, but you know what? We can fix that. Every congressional hearing, anybody that's going to speak, they need to be under oath. Because if we're going to say that it's illegal to lie to Congress, then that needs to apply not just to the witness, but to everybody on that panel doing the questioning. So that way, if one of those members lies in their questioning like they do, we can pop them with felony charges. You cannot have two separate sets of rules. I'm sorry. But Fauci didn't lie. Comer is lying about Fauci lying. This is ridiculous. These Republicans are beyond insane at this point.